This is our last hurrah. It went fast, right? I always ask that question because everybody thinks when they first start this class, it's going to go so slow. Oh my gosh, every day. Yeah, yeah. And it goes so fast. So we're going to do a little recap. Before I do want to remind everyone that there was a survey. I don't know, give me a thumbs up if you saw that survey between week 3 and week 4. They may have also sent you an email about the survey. I think somebody told me my name wasn't on it, but if not, oh well. But just please remember to do the survey because they'll ask if I reminded everyone. I just want to make sure that as many people do it as possible. Thank you so much. It's anonymous, so I don't even see it. So feel free. All right. So where are we now? So when we first started this class, we talked about the importance of having a career goal. Give me a thumbs up if you understand how important it is to have a career goal. Maybe you've already understood it, but like you understand its role, right? Because as long as you have a career goal, it's like having a destination. You don't just get on a road and say, okay, I'm on the road to success. Like, what does that even look like, right? But when you have goals set, then it steers the ship. And that is how anybody is successful, regardless of what it is they're trying to accomplish. So goal setting is key. Now, let's people in. Okay. I don't know why sometimes it lets people in automatically, other times people have to ask. All right. So with that in mind, we said to you that there are some tools that you'll need to use in order to be successful because you have to network. Hopefully you understand that. You have to network. You have to network. It's very, very important. I always say, I don't know if politics is a good example, but if you look at our current administration, this is indicative of any administration. I'm just happening to use this administration because I just know a little bit about it, about the players, since my background is in business. Some people may not know. I mean, we all know that Donald Trump comes from business. We all know that, right? But what many people don't know is that most of the people that he hired also came from some high-level business. Like Steve Witkoff, his family, they are really big in Vegas, and they're the ones that build all these huge casinos and hotels and stuff like that. And there's another gentleman that is really big in the oil industry, no surprise there, right? So, and so on and so forth. So, 1 second. You guys put yourselves on mute. Let me just mute. So you may say, what's the big deal? Well, think about it. Even in politics, how do people get their jobs? They get it from networking. Networking. I guarantee you, nobody in the White House had to fill out an application or turn in a resume because people hire who they know. Right. And there I use that example, because it's the most obvious, but you can go down from there. Congress, most big corporations, everybody does it through networking. So you say, well, how does that work? Well, it works exactly how I told you. You got to make a name for yourself. People have to know you for something. You have to network. You have to get to know people. People love working with people that they know already, have some type of familiarity with. Not I'm your best friend, not we have to go golfing together, but I know you and I know the type of work that you do. So these informational interviews are good. I had you guys start out with just talking to someone in management, letting them know what you're trying to do. And I saw how some of you got some really good feedback. Who enjoyed talking to someone about their career goal? It's very different when you're, talking to someone just as a friend or whatever, and you're saying, hey, let me tell you my career goal. Give me your feedback. it's really interesting to have those conversations. And you may even be surprised on what they have to say because maybe you never even engaged them in that way. That's how you convert some of those social relationships into business relationships as well. What else did we talk about? We talked about resume keywords. This is very critical. You are a subject matter expert when it comes to resume writing, even if you did not write your own resume. You don't always have to write something to know how to, right? And as long as you understand the importance of these keywords, that they're going to use these automated tracking systems, and you are going to be ahead of the curve and you already know what they're looking for, you put yourself above the pack. So many people do not know that. You'd be surprised at how many people don't understand the keyword search. We also talked about personal brand. Like I said, when you're building your network, you need to have a personal brand. Like, what do you stand for? Who do you want to be in your industry? That's something that you need to really think through, right? Where are you going to put this branding? Well, you're going to put it on your Facebook page, Instagram, any type of platform you have. This is one brand statement where it's going to let people know. It's almost like a slogan. If you've seen it on in our LinkedIn, right? This is what I'm about. Reach out to me, because that is what people search for. They always search for those taglines and those statements and those slogans when they're on social platforms. We learned about interviewing, right? What is interviewing and the process of interviewing? How many people felt a little bit more comfortable during their mock interview after we talked about the detail, right? Because what are we most afraid of? Most of us are afraid of it's human nature. Now, unless you're not human, I think we all come from, I think we do. I don't know. In today's political climate, we're having to guess ourselves, but second guess ourselves, but we all are part of the human race. So all humans are afraid of the unknown. That's the part of our problem. We're afraid of the unknown, right? But once you understand what's being asked of you and why people are asking what they're asking, sometimes they don't even understand it. Like I said to you before, these people are not professional interviewers, right? It makes you more prepared. And that's all people really want to be, is prepared. Like, we're not asking you to give us the job. We're just asking to understand what it is I'm about to embark upon so I can be prepared, right? And once you're prepared, you're going to go in there, you're going to do your best. And hey, if somebody else is better than me, then so be it. At least I know I did my best. So that is why it's so important to understand how interview works. And I'm glad that that was demystified for you. And hopefully moving forward, it makes you more comfortable. We know we have to have an online presence. Why is that? Because everything is technology based, right? Everything is technology based, whether we like it or not. So we have to have a presence both in person and online. And we've talked about that. And you can continue to build those relationships, especially on LinkedIn and even Facebook too. Now, I don't use Facebook as much, and it's just because I was around when it first came out and I was all excited about it, and I just weaned off of it. But I do use LinkedIn and the LinkedIn mostly. So but there's a lot of opportunity to network there. You can network in other places, but definitely on LinkedIn. What I like about LinkedIn too, guys, is unlike TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you guys have all heard about the drama trying to politicize these platforms, because obviously they want to use it for data generation, because these platforms is where people put most of their personal stuff, whereas LinkedIn is more professional and people don't really put a lot of personal views on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn always flies under the radar when it comes to the infighting over who should have control. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys heard about that whole TikTok debacle. But it's just, them trying to get data to see how you think. For whatever reason, the powers that be are obsessed with what you think. So I guess that's kind of flattering. But on LinkedIn, you get to, not have to deal with the social side of it, and deal with the business side of things. And so I like that. So, yes, you want to be cautious with your online, is my point, because you don't want people stalking you and tracking you. But with LinkedIn, that hasn't been an issue to date, right? So when you are on LinkedIn, you're going to network, you can reach out to people, on LinkedIn. People expect you to DM them on LinkedIn. It's not like other platforms. If you DM somebody, people think something, is up. on LinkedIn, it's common to DM strangers, to talk about business, obviously, right? But there's other places that you can network, volunteering, virtual events, industry conferences, all those different things, right? So that is it for today, my friends. I'm a quick reminder, please, 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 please get your work turned in, your right now, your final and your career project, and this participation question. So here's your participation question for today. Real easy. I just want one takeaway from the course and how you feel it will enhance your career goals. Just one thing, one thing that stood out to you, if anything, right? One takeaway from the course and how you feel it will enhance your career goals. I am grading as much as possible. I got 90% of the grades done. If you did your final, I'm grading them all throughout the day. As long as you've done it already, you should have all your grades way before 10 o'clock. The class ends at 10 o'clock, so make sure you're checking your grades before then if you kind of want to know where you are. But if you turn in anything close to that time, guys, you're going to have to wait to get your grades. I think they come out on Saturday on your student platform. You can ask your campus where that is. But other than that, it was so great having you guys in class. Now, my night class will also be seeing this video. So for my night class that's watching this video, please make sure you turn everything in by 10 p.m. as well. If you need anything, please reach out to me, and that goes for everybody. Have a great day. Congratulations to those of you that are graduating. And for the rest of you guys, good luck in your next class. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.